Hey, good evening, fragrance community. Just want to say I hope everybody's having a great day and enjoying the last days of summer, and especially here in the Northeast United States, and at least in Pennsylvania, it's been very hot and humid over the last couple days, and just made me think about some fragrances that I want to review before fall comes and the summer's over. And I'm really kind of looking forward to wearing my colder and cooler weather fragrances. I'm not happy to see summer go. I'm glad it's still hot and humid here. But we will be transitioning within the next month and a half into the cooler fragrances. Today I just figured I'd review a fragrance that I love to wear, especially on these very hot and humid days that we get here in Pennsylvania. Especially today, I believe it was around 92 degrees. I would guess the heat index is up over 100 degrees. So there's a fragrance I want to talk about today that I have been loving over the last couple years, ever since I got my nose on this one. And that fragrance it's from the Gate fragrance, and that is First Sight. I have their smaller size bottle that does come in a metallic, bottle with the atomizer on the top. It's not as beautiful as their glass bottles that their bigger fragrances come in, but it does its job and does it well. So I just want to start off by reading these notes real quick, just so we have a better idea of what I'm smelling and what I'm talking about. So the top notes of this fragrance are citrus, green leaves, mint, pear, sorbet, and lemonade. The middle notes are sage and black elder. Base notes are cedar and musk. Now that's a nice list of notes right there, but I don't pick up all these notes personally. I have it sprayed on my left arm, and it's been on there around 15-20 minutes. And to me, this is all about the lemonade and the mint. A very nice, cooling, and refreshing lemonade with some fresh mint leaves put in the top. I do pick up some of the pear. It's more of a background note in this fragrance, but I do pick that up. This is a very unique fragrance, not in terms of smell alone. I don't believe there's too many lemonade fragrances out there that combine pear and mint. I don't feel that pear is such a common note as it's found in First Sight. But it's also unique in my mind due to the fact that usually fragrances that are very strong can become more cloying in the very hot and humid weather, where it is the opposite with First Sight. What I mean by that is this is a very pungent and strong fragrance that lasts on my skin anywhere between 12 and 15 hours, and that's amazing for a summer fresh fragrance. And it does get cloying, but only on days that are not hot and humid, if that makes sense. For some reason, when it's the more hotter and humid the weather is, this does not get cloying at all. And I'm not sure why this fragrance is like that, where if I would try to put this on a 70-degree day, 2-3 sprays of this, I would get a headache right away. So somehow this works with the heat in a way where it seems like it makes it lighter, the fragrance lighter, and fills up very lightly a room instead of like a heavy punch and a heavy hitter fragrance. This is a fragrance, like I said, I heard about this on YouTube maybe about 3 years ago, and I'm really glad I got my nose on this fragrance. It is something special, and I'm glad I get to wear this still before the summer's over. Now, this isn't a fragrance that I pull out too often, And to be honest, I'm not sure why that is. It might just be due to the fact that I may have some other fragrances that I lean towards during the summer. I'm not saying this is a bad fragrance. This is one that I definitely enjoy, and I have some really great memories associated with this. Part of that reason why I don't wear it too often could be due to the fact that how powerful and strong it is. And it seems like this summer we've had some really hot days, and I do tend to pull this out during those days. But when the temperature is under 90 degrees and a cool breeze, I really don't pull this out too often. So with this fragrance, I would say that this is best for late spring into the summer. Personally, I love to wear this during the very hot days of summer. But if you go light on the trigger, I'm sure you could pull this off on the cooler degree days where it's 60, 70 degrees. It's just not something that I tend to do. There's other fragrances that I have in my collection that I will pull out during those days. So again, that's a quick review on the Gate Fragrances First Sight. Thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great day.